In this section, we're going to learn how to format illustrations and text boxes. And so mostly we're going to alter or modify picture effects, but also graphic elements, smart art, and 3D models as well. But most of the time you'll be altering something with a picture. So let's get started. We'll apply the plastic wrap to the picture to the right. So the artistic effect, the plastic wrap one, to the picture right here. So to do that, I'm going to click on the picture first, and then I'm going to click on the picture format tab. This is going to open up a bunch of options that you might have to explore. We can add some styles here, but what we're looking for is the plastic wrap artistic effect. And this is one of those things where it's in Microsoft Word. You might not use it a lot, but it wouldn't be such a bad thing to kind of explore this section and just kind of search for the different ones. The plastic wrap one is down here. You might also have different artistic effects in this gallery, but this is the one we need. So in your exam, you might have to add some picture styles. So just like artistic effects, you should take a look around this gallery and just kind of get some of the names in there, and also picture effects as well. So whether it's adding a shadow, a glow, or maybe even a bevel design, something like this round bevel, you could be asked to add that to a picture. But in this example, we're going to add some color to the picture border, which is right here. And we're going to look for the orange accent to darker 25%. So it's in the orange column, and the darker 25% is sort of like the second last row. The darker 50% is usually that last row. So orange accent one, darker 25%, we'll choose that one. And you can kind of see it here a little bit. You might also have to add some weight to it, like if you wanted to make it stand out or make it a little bigger, that's how you would do it. But it didn't ask for that, so we'll just keep it the default quarter, 3/4 of a point, and then leave it like that. And that's how you complete a task like task 4. Now I'm going to show you the skill of how you can remove a picture background in Microsoft Word. And I can't say that there's a good chance this will be on your exam, because as an exam creator myself, this would be challenging because it's hard to find a perfect picture where the object has a large contrast from the background. It usually takes a lot of work to separate an object from the background. So it's not just kind of a simple one-click thing you can do for a task on your exam, and usually have to edit a little bit. So that would take up too much time in a timed exam. So, but I'll show you anyway, just in case. To remove the background, let's say from this picture, I would click on the picture, go to the picture format tab, and then I'm going to choose the remove background to the left here. And you see, yeah, so this would be like pretty tough. There are ways that you can make sure that, let's say if these two coffee designs, you want to separate them from the table. So the first thing you have to do is take it, add the areas in that you don't want to get, deleted here as the background. So you just draw kind of the areas you want to keep. So again, just think of like an exam, someone who designs these exams. If you had something like this, you wouldn't want students kind of stressing out about editing this picture. So this would be sort of a bad exam question to have on there. Not bad for you to know if you just want to learn how to remove the background of a picture in Microsoft Word, but it's not a great question to have. And that's about as close as we can get. And then you could also remove things, maybe this little area we don't want in there, things like that. And then you could just say keep changes. So another graphic element that we're going to have to change or change the look of is smart art in Microsoft Word. So the way we can do that is just like this fifth task, we're going to apply a soft round bevel shape effect to the smart art graphic. So be careful with this one, because shape effects can sort of mimic the effects of a smart art style. So I'll show you the difference between a style and a shape effect. And I'm also going to show you something here that you have to be aware about, and that's how to select the smart art diagram. So if I did this and then started making changes, I would only be selecting this one shape. So make sure that when you select the smart art graphic, that you select the box on the outside, and then all of the changes I make will be applied to every shape in this diagram and not just one. Okay, so the shapes are in the smart art design tab, and they're right here in the gallery. So it might not be a bad idea to kind of just explore some of these styles. The most popular ones tend to be the 2 in the 3D option here, the inset and the polish one. So be aware of that, but explore some of these other ones too. And the shape effect would be in the format tab. So that's in the format tab. when I have this highlighted, and then I'm going to go to the bevel option down here. So I'm going to go to bevel. We need a soft round one. This is the round option, and this is the soft round option. So we'll add that. This is what that looks like. And now we'll go to the next task, which also has us alter the look of this smart art graphic. So it's going to make us, it says it wants it basically the pictures on the right to be moved to the left. So if we could try, and maybe it makes more sense if all of these pictures are on the left of the smart art graphic, not the right. So you would just select the smart art again, click the outside box, and this time we'll go to smart art design tab, and then choose the right to left option, and it'll just switch. And then just one more thing that I don't have a task for, but you might be asked on your exam, would be to add a shape. So if you wanted to do that, these are like bullet points. So smart art is basically like very visually appealing bullet points. You would just add one, and then so just add another bullet point, just like you would to a list, and then maybe I just add a new shape just by typing in here. Okay, if I wanted to add a new shape, but that's something that you might be asked on your exam. And the last skill we're going to cover in this section is how to format 3D models. And there's really not much to this. The only thing you can do to format a 3D model is to change the perspective. So if you have something like this, we'll click on it, we'll go to the 3D model tab, and then we'll change the 3D view or perspective. So we'll click on the 3D model views gallery drop arrow here and just choose one that we're asked to. So maybe we'll want the above right or the above back left. That looks nicer. So we'll choose that perspective. Okay, so just changing the where you're looking at the object from. But that's really all you can do with 3D models. And I can't say that this one's going to be on your exam for sure, because you can't really wow people with 3D models in a Word document like you could within a presentation software like PowerPoint. So it's there on the skills that are outlined on your exam, but not likely to be on your actual exam.